Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a lovely day so far. My name is Millie and in today's video, as you can see from the title down below, I have a full face of Collection makeup. Now everything from Collection is super affordable and it's all vegan, which is incredible. Everything that I am wearing today, apart from the mascara and the lipstick, is from Collection, but we get into all of that, so if you want to see all of the products that I'm wearing and what I think of everything, just keep on watching. So this is a full face of Collection products. However, I don't have a lip product or a mascara from Collection. I have seen online that they have recently brought out a new mascara that looks really good, so let me know if you want to see that tested, but I don't have that and I also don't have a lip product, so I have just put on a little bit of tinted lip balm, just a Nivea one, and I'm just going to leave that on for the rest of the video. But the Collection Filter Finish, I did a whole review on this when it first came out. I have also tested it against the e.l.f. Halo Glow one, so if you want to see that I will leave the link for that video in the description down below. But this is a fantastic illuminating primer. You can also use it at the end as like a highlight. It is fantastic. They only have 4 shades, which is a shame really, because it is so good that I feel like more people should be able to use it with a better shade range, if that makes sense. But I wear the lightest shade. This is a really good match for me in my palest state, as I currently am. So I will just swipe on 3 swipes, like so. And then I like to blend it out with a brush, and I like this one. This is a duo fibre brush. This is from Revolution Pro. I don't know if they make this anymore. I think I got it free in an order like years ago. I can't even remember. But this duo fibre brush works really well to blend out the Collection Filter Finish. And as a dry skin gal, I like anything that will give me this really dewy, juicy glow, and this is just the perfect product for it. So that is that all blended out, and as you can see, it just makes your skin look wet. Like, it looks so hydrated and juicy. I absolutely adore this filter finish, and this is definitely like a good shade match for me in winter. I got the e.l.f. one in a slightly darker colour so that I could like tag team between the two when I'm slightly more tanned, or if I fake tan or anything. But this is the perfect, like, this time of year where it's hopefully not going to be hot for too much longer. Next up is foundation. This is the Collection Lasting Perfection Glow Foundation. I have this in the shade 5 Fair. This is such a good foundation. It gives a really good coverage. It's really buildable, but it's also really soft and glowy, hence the name. They do have a matte version as well. Obviously that is not my vibe. I mean, look at me, I'm already the Tin Man and I'm not even 5 minutes into the video yet. So I put 2 pumps on the back of my hand. I probably won't even need that much. And I like to use a sponge, and I will just blend this out and then build up if I need any more. So there was me saying that I wouldn't need 2 pumps, and I have used all of that off my hand, but I really like the coverage of this. I will zoom you in so that you can see like close up the texture and things. Obviously I don't have anything under my eyes, so just ignore that they are incredibly bare, but it's so soft and glowy. Obviously those 2 products are like made to go together, but they just work so nicely together. They're juicy and feel really nice on the skin, and they just leave the skin looking so flawless. My lights are really bright today, but it's a really grey day. I hope you can see how that's all looking. It blends out really easily. I do like it blended out with a sponge. It does also work well with a brush, but everything just looks so nice with those two together. So for concealers, I have all of the concealers that Collection have ever brought out. I think I have the hydrating finish one, have a whole review on that, I'll link that above. I have the blemish one. I don't really suffer with blemishes, so I'm not like the target market for that, but it's nice enough. I have the original Lasting Perfection one, and I have the stretch concealers. These are the most fantastic concealers for around your eyes if you have dry skin like I do. They are so creamy and hydrating, but also a really great coverage. So I have 4 and 5. At the minute I'm really fair, so I'm going to go in with shade 4, and that's what that one looks like in there. So you can see how like creamy and like hydrating it is, and I like to take this on a Real Techniques contour brush, swirl that into there, and then just tap it on the inner corner. So you can see that that little bit of product is so pigmented. I like this colour paired with the 5 in the foundation, just to like highlight on the centre of the face. I don't think I have a setting powder from Collection. No, I don't seem to have a setting powder from Collection, so I'm just going to go in with a little bit of the Rimmel Stay Matte, just tightly on that inner eye area, just because it is about 7 million degrees today, and I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm not. So for the rest of the base, I have lots of options here. So I really like the Gorgeous Glow sticks. I have the contour one and the blush one. The only thing is there's only one shade of contour and one shade of blush, which is fine for somebody of my skin tone. These work perfectly for me. If you are of a deeper, richer, darker skin tone, they're not going to work. But if you are fair or like medium skin toned, then they may be worth a go. The contour shade, I only have this much product left, so I do have to like get my brush and like get the product out onto the brush that way. And this is a really good like contour bronzy colour, very pigmented, but like you can see how if you were any darker than me, it wouldn't work. So I'm just going to start building that up on the perimeter of the face and under the jaw. Let's hide all those bags of crisps. This is actually the contour that I used on my wedding day, so that tells you how much I enjoy it. I just think it's a bit rubbish of them to only have one contour shade, but whatever. They obviously thought that that was a good idea. Anyway, the blush shade is a really vibrant, hot pink. I absolutely adore this shade in summer. I don't find myself reaching for it so much in winter. I prefer more of a warmer shade in winter. Does anybody else feel like that? Like they reach for different blushes specifically in summer versus winter? Because I feel like blush is the first thing that I'm like, I'm just not feeling that now that the weather's changed. Like this is definitely a summer shade for me, but come like autumn and winter, I'm like, absolutely not. So then another blush that I really enjoy from Collection are these little glow blushes. So we have the shade 2 Bashful, 5 Peach and 7 Cherry, and I absolutely love these. They are a really beautiful, soft, glowy finish. There's nothing chunky or glittery about them. They are really soft. They give a really natural, highlighted, blushy look. So they're definitely a blush, like they are pink, but they give a really nice like illuminated look to the skin. So which one am I feeling today? This one, I think. So this is number 2 bashful. And if I show you really close up, can you see how they are just a little bit reflective? There you can see like the shimmeriness, but it's not chunky glittery, and it doesn't come off as chunky glittery on the skin. It just looks, obviously it gives you that flush of blush colour, but it also gives a really nice illuminated look to the cheeks, and it's so pretty. So at this stage, if you wanted to put a highlight on, you could absolutely go back in with the filter finish. I feel like I have enough glow on my skin from having this under the foundation and also from that blush. I feel like illuminated enough just with those ones. So I'm going to just go in and do my brows quickly. This is the Define Plus Incredibrow in the shade Brunette 2, and this has like an angled tip on it. You can see how much I've loved this. Like, I don't have a ton of product left. I really enjoy this. The colour is really good for when I have my darker hair. It's really easy to like scribble through your brows, and also like you can do those little hair-like strokes at the front. I reach for this one all the time. If you have seen any of my videos with any sort of regularity, then you definitely will have seen me use this brow pencil before. That's the brows done. I feel like that brow pencil is probably one of the easiest ones that I own. Like, it's so easy to do them really quickly. Like, if I'm in a rush, I definitely reach for that one. For the eyes, this is another one that I tested recently, and I muck all over the front of this. This is the Collection Malibu Waves eyeshadow palette, and this has 4 mattes and 4 shimmery shades, lilacs and like warmer peachy colours. When I first tested this, I wasn't very impressed with it. I'd seen a lot of looks online from people using this, or apparently using this, and they'd created these really bold purple intense eye looks, and like the purples aren't that intense in this. I've definitely reached for it a few times since I did that testing video. It's not my favourite. I think Collection do other eye products a lot better. For example, the Collection Fast Stroke eyeliner. This is a fantastic starter eyeliner, so if you are new to the eyeliner game, this is a really, really good one. Another 2 products that I absolutely adore and have used multiple times on my channel are the Collection Glam Crystals liquid liners. So I have the shade 16 Cosmic Stars, which is like a holographic-y, clear, light white colour, and I also have 3 Funk, which is like a bronzy, antique goldy, warm shade. These are fantastic, and this liquid liner are so good. They work so well, and I just feel like the eyeshadow palette I was just a little bit underwhelmed with, but I'm going to use this shade here out of the Malibu Waves palette and just warm up the crease a little bit. And then I'm just going to go in a little bit with the lighter lilac shade just on the same brush and tap that sort of all over the lid. So I am going to use those liquid glitters, so I just want a little bit of colour on the lid. So then I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Collection Fast Stroke eyeliner and just draw this tightly along the lash line, and then just a little wing. Just a little one. Nothing too dramatic. So that's the black liquid liner done, and then I'm just going to go over the top with the Glam Crystals, if I don't drop it, just above it to like replicate the shape of the wing. Let's try it. So you can see that the glitter in those eyeliners is subtle but still very, very pretty, and I am absolutely a magpie. Like, I am just drawn to anything that's shiny and glittery, so I absolutely adore those. I am going to go off camera now and do my mascara because I don't have a collection one. I am just using this Essence one, just another volume mascara, just better. A really, really good, equally affordable mascara, so I'll be right back. So that is the mascara done. I also just put on a little bit of lipstick because I was feeling like the amount of everything else that I had on, I needed a bit of lipstick, so I just used this one out of my project pan. This is the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon in 90 Keep It Fun. I just needed a little bit of extra colour on my lips, but that is me done. This is my almost full face of collection makeup. Let me know if any of these are your favourites as well. I have a whole playlist of just one brand videos like this. So I think I've done e.l.f. and L'Oreal so far. I have Revolution planned. I have, what else do I have planned? I don't know. I have a few. It's so hot I can't even think straight. But if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can click the subscribe button down below. I am posting every single day in October, so please come and join me for that. We've got lots of testing videos and drugstore videos, so if you're into collection makeup and you clicked on this video, then you'll probably like what's coming up in October as well. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye!